Man, my first experience with music definitely had to be back when we had artists, you know, emerging on the scene, like, you know, EPMD. Being from Connecticut, I was highly influenced by a lot of artists coming out of, you know, New York. At the time, that scene was, you know, back then was really emerging. Slick Rick, Chubb Rock. Man, you had a lot of these cats coming out with, you know, some hot music, you know, with a lot of lyrical content. You know, back then, you know, I just kept watching the videos and getting, you know, really getting influenced by what I was seeing and hearing. You know, buying the cassette tapes and stuff, listening to these artists, buying the albums, and I was like, man, this is what I want to do. Like, it was just, you know, something I just was feeling. It was, you know, and deep down inside my soul, I knew I wanted to pursue that, you know, pursuing a career in the music business, whether it was as a rapper, writer, producer, but I knew I wanted to be involved in some way, and that's what I did. My first piece of equipment probably had to be, I want to say it was the sampler. I can't exactly remember the name of it, but it didn't sample that long. Like the sample time on it was really short. You know, back when I started, sampling was really big. You know, we used to chop up, you know, get little samples from records and, you know, put a track together. And but my first real piece back then that I bought that really, you know, that really started shaping my sound was an Ensoniq, the EPS 16 Plus. And that actually was the version before the ASR 10 came out back then. But you know, I rocked with the EPS 16 Plus for a minute. I actually produced my first album exclusively using the 16 Plus. You know, just chopping up old records, getting kicks, snares off old records, building my own drum library, that type of thing. JD was looking for production for Cue the Kids mixtape, and you know, he had something on, he put a video up on YouTube, and you know, I just happened to go to the page, checked out the video. I was hearing other producers' tracks that was, you know, they were listening to, that had submitted tracks. So what I decided to do was, you know, make a video of me producing a track live and submitting that video as a video response to his YouTube channel. And because I figured everybody else would be sending production to the email address that they gave out on the internet. So I said, let me just, you know, shoot one of my videos of me making a track and let me submit that. And Q and JD, you know, I guess they viewed the videos and listened to the other producers that sent production in, and they liked my production, and they selected me and another producer as the producers that they were signed, you know, to a publishing and production deal. And that was pretty much how I got signed with So So Def. So shout out to YouTube. Man, the experience so far has really been, you know, really been great. You know, still working to place on, you know, some albums, some projects that we have in-house. Also working outside, you know, to place on some other records, upcoming records that are coming out. You know, so I'm just, you know, just working, but the experience has been great, man. Just meeting a lot of wonderful people, other producers, you know, learning from, you know, different people, man, because I never professed to know everything, you know, so I'm learning, man. Watching JD make his moves, you know, I'm learning from, you know, being around and, you know, watching and observing and seeing what's going on. So, I'm loving the experience right now, man. Ride of my life right now. Ride of my life. Oh man, the internet definitely has changed the music game like in a major way. I mean, because it's really making it possible for you to put your music in front of a massive amount of people, almost instantaneously, with the click of a button. And if you know anything about marketing your music online, the skies can be the limit. I mean, you really, if you're an artist, you really can earn a pretty decent living online, with your music. Of course, the music is good music, so yeah, the internet is become like a really powerful tool when it comes to the music business, and almost any business, but music wise, you definitely can make some huge moves, if you know what you're doing as far as marketing your music. But you can definitely get it in people's hands, put it in people's faces, immediately, and get noticed, building that buzz up. You can do it through the internet, so definitely, the internet is serious. It's a force. It's a force. It's a tool. And if used the right way, can definitely get you noticed. Definitely get you noticed and get you some attention. See, after I finish a track, man, man, I feel great. It definitely, if I feel like it's a winner. I'll sit there 45 minutes to an hour just listening to it over and over. Pop it on, put it on my phone and the MP3 player and put it in the car and just ride, listen to it. Just keep listening to it, seeing who I could possibly hear on that track. So, overall I feel great. Feel great after I, make a track, listen to it. Projects I'm working on right now. Currently working on Sharissa's new album, I should say. We have a few singles that'll be dropping. Her first single is dropping at the end of this month, so that's the project I'm really excited about working on right now. Also, I'm in the process of, filming. I'm shooting a film right now called Fade Away with some really, really talented actors. So I'm directing that, and also behind the camera and directing that. It's a short film. Man, as far as in-house projects, man, I'm just still shooting in tracks that, to place on some of these in-house projects that we have. We got Brandon Hines stuff, man. Hopefully we'll have Bigg Vic in the building. I think JD said February next month. Just should be in the studio. So I'm excited about that, man. Several other projects, man, I'm just working, man, working. That's what I'm doing. We're getting it in. We grinding over here, man. My plans for the future, mainly consist on, being able to do what I love to do, man. That's just, entertainment-wise, man. Just doing films, producing, looking to do some scores for film. Oh man, building a production team. Being able to help some other people, man. See their dreams and get to the next level in life, man. That's what it's about, man. Helping some other people, do what they love to do. So, that's pretty much my future plans, man. To be the best at what I do. My advice for the person with a dream would definitely be to never stop dreaming. Never. I don't care how old, how young. Never ever stop dreaming. Because the most bankrupt person in the world is the person that loses their ability to dream. What's up, y'all? This your boy Bigg Vic, and this has been an exclusive interview with my man JB over here at ImpeccableSwag.com. Deuces.